This is Drone Nation, the show about flying drones for fun, business, and a real career. Your hosts are Robbie and Terry, both 15. Every week they break it down so you actually get it.
Welcome to Drones for Fun, Business, and a Real Career. I'm Terry.
And I'm Robbie, and today we're talking about something that'll make you feel like a mad scientist, building your own drone from scratch.
Like buying all the parts separately and putting them together yourself instead of just unboxing a DJI.
Exactly, and it's way more common than you'd think. There's a whole community of builders called FPV pilots who do this all the time.
FPV stands for First Person View, where you wear goggles and fly like you're literally sitting inside the drone.
It's basically a superpower. But let's start at the beginning. What are the actual parts you need?
Every drone needs 4 main systems: a frame, motors, flight controller, and power system. That's your shopping list right there.
The frame is usually carbon fiber because it's insanely light and strong. A typical 5-inch racing frame weighs around 60 grams.
60 grams is like a handful of paper clips, but it can take some serious crashes.
And you will crash. That's basically part of the curriculum when you're learning to fly FPV.
The motors are brushless, which means no physical contact between parts. They use magnets and electricity to spin.
4 motors, 1 on each arm, and they spin in alternating directions so the drone doesn't just rotate like a top.
2 spin clockwise, 2 spin counterclockwise. Physics doing the heavy lifting there.
Then you've got the flight controller, which is basically the brain. It reads your stick inputs and adjusts each motor thousands of times per second.
Thousands of times per second. That's the only reason these things don't just tumble out of the sky.
The most popular flight controller software is called Betaflight, and it's completely free and open source.
Open source means anyone can look at the code, improve it, and share it. The drone community is huge on that.
Then you need ESCs, electronic speed controllers, 1 for each motor, to translate the brain's commands into actual spinning.
A lot of builds use a 4-in-1 S-key stack, which bundles all 4 into one neat board. Way cleaner wiring.
Speaking of wiring, you're going to learn to solder. It's not optional.
Soldering is just melting metal to connect wires permanently. It sounds scary, but honestly, you can get decent at it in an afternoon.
Plus, you feel incredibly cool doing it. Safety goggles, soldering iron, boom, you're basically Tony Stark.
The power system is a LiPo battery, lithium polymer, and these are not your TV remote batteries. They pack serious energy.
A typical racing drone battery is 4 cells labeled 4S, running at about 14.8 volts fully charged. Spell that out, 14.8 volts.
And they discharge super fast to deliver huge bursts of power. That's how a 5-inch drone hits 100 kilometers per hour in under 2 seconds.
100 kilometers per hour from a thing you built on your kitchen table. That's wild.
You also need a receiver to catch signals from your radio controller and a camera if you're flying FPV.
The whole build can cost anywhere from about $150 to $300 depending on quality.
Compare that to a ready-to-fly racing drone that costs way more and you can't even fix yourself when it breaks.
And it will break. But here's the cool part, because you built it, you know exactly how to fix it.
That's actually the biggest argument for building your own. You understand every single component.
Pilots who build from scratch are usually way better at troubleshooting mid-flight issues than people who just buy off the shelf.
There's a real skill stack here too: electronics, soldering, programming the flight controller, tuning the PID settings.
PID stands for Proportional Integral Derivative, which is a control system algorithm. 15-year-olds use that term casually now.
It basically controls how aggressively the drone responds to corrections. Too high and it wobbles, too low and it feels like flying a soggy towel.
Soggy towel drone. That's going in the Hall of Fame of bad flight descriptions.
The community around DIY drones is genuinely one of the most helpful online forums, like RC groups and the Betaflight Discord are full of people willing to help beginners.
Seriously, post a photo of your build and strangers will spend an hour helping you debug your S-key wiring. It's wholesome.
And the skills transfer electronics, coding, aerodynamics. These are real resume builders if you want to go into engineering or aerospace.
Some universities are even starting to recognize drone building projects in engineering applications. It's not just a hobby anymore.
It's a gateway, one homemade quadcopter, and suddenly you're reading datasheets and watching YouTube tutorials on motor KV ratings at midnight.
KV rating is how many rotations per minute a motor does per volt. Higher KV equals faster spinning but less torque.
See, we just learned something. That's the whole point of building. Every problem teaches you something real.
So if you want to start, look up the Joshua Bardwell Beginner Build Guide online. He's one of the most trusted names in the FPV world.
Start small, ask questions, don't be afraid to mess up a solder joint, and enjoy the process.
Building your own drone isn't just about having a cool flying thing, it's about understanding how cool flying things work. See you next week on Drone Nation.